Nixon arrived here in Peking.
February 1972, the week that changed the world. Chairman Mao Zedong and President Richard Nixon meet, and the Shanghai Communique pledges full normalization of diplomatic relations. Both nations quickly opened liaison offices in each other's capitals. And in 1975, US President Gerald Ford visited Beijing, and 4 years later, full diplomatic relations were established, followed by Vice Premier Deng Xiaoping's wildly successful trip to the US, culminating in that famous handshake at the White House with US President Jimmy Carter. And as the relationship matured, mutual visits continued under US Presidents Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and George W. Bush, often both sides managing differences as well as growing ties. However, it was the meeting in June 2013 between China's then new President Xi Jinping and US President Barack Obama that defined the current era of US-China relations. President Xi described his vision of a new model of major power relations based on mutual respect, no conflict, non-confrontation, and win-win cooperation.
Well, I think the Sunnylands meeting in 2013 really set the stage for the U.S.-China relationship under Obama. And between Obama and Xi Jinping really established a personal relationship that they then built on over the course of Obama's remaining time in office. And I think Xi Jinping believes that was a valuable template for the relationship and wants to repeat it.
That meeting led to the historic agreement on cutting carbon emissions, proving what can happen when the world's top two economies come together. So we're going to see that sort of diplomatic coming together here this week at Mar-a-Lago. Well, it's a beginning. The fact that President Xi and President Trump are meeting so early in Donald Trump's presidency and away from the partisan politics of Washington in this relaxed setting at Mar-a-Lago seems to set the scene for fruitful conversations. Nathan King, CGTN, Palm Beach, Florida.